Well said. And hello, citizens of the internet. We're back again with more suffering.
We're back again, and about time it do, and this time we're still not in the mood. I forgot to get my book.
New phone, God, why? Hello, Cam. How are you doing?
Hey Cam. Yeah. So what chapter did we lift off on?
We're about to start Chapter 9. Chapter 9 and still no dinosaurs.
Snowbell. She's outside my room and she wants to come in.
Aw, hello,
Just
Stobel.
no, I don't want to come in because I don't want her to be exposed to this madness.
That's
It's bad for her mind.
very true. Hello, Apostrophe. Hello, Mike. A sombrero wearing dinosaur. He was in the last background too. Just getting the link out to some people. And once more into the breach. Out of curiosity, how many chapters does this book have? That's a good question. I can tell you it has 312 pages, and we're on page 94.
I think there's like an atlas at the start, so I don't know, not like an atlas, but
Table of contents.
yeah. Okay, 23.
23 chapters of this nonsense, this racist babbling. And actually, that's the theory that Raptor and I came up with the other day, is that there aren't going to be any dinosaurs in this book. It just markets itself as a dinosaur science fiction story to get you drawn in, so you'll read Von Kramer's like nonsense racist rantings. I'm not hearing any dinosaurs nor racism. You lied to me. Oh, Kenzie. Kenzie, we're just getting started. I don't care if I'm echoing. There's nothing I can do about it.
Just go with it.
It's like
You,
clickbait.
but I will say, if there was indeed like one dinosaur that's not like, what do you know, an actual email works, but anyway, if there was indeed one dinosaur that is not a hallucination when you think, this book will go up from a 2 out of a 10 to a 3 out of 10.
Fair. I don't know, apostrophe. I've given up on Jeff the Killer. Alright, so shall we begin?
Yep. Let's go.
So this
Let's.
is Cataclysm Event 7, August 11th, 2036. I'm not sure when I faded out, but it was the morning breakfast triangle that woke me in my chair. I was glad the triangle had awoken me. I had horrible nightmares all through the night. Nightmares
Oh,
where
the
I was screaming.
Chinese. I'm not sorry.
Nightmares where I was screaming. Night terrors that I had not experienced since I was a child. Oh, hello, Kay, you're on break. I was gonna say, I would have linked you, but I know you work on Mondays. but on break. That's good. I hope work's going well. Uh, Thankfully, they became a forgotten blur as I hauled myself out of the chair. The laptop cursor blinking endlessly before me. I had left the computer on when I passed out. There are my cryptic notes recording the new find. My diary unfinished. I hastily encrypted the file, shut down the computer. Why is the Chinese government coming back for them? They know where they
Because
are.
I because Snowball is like an undercover spy for the sea. This yeah. I say that because she seems to want to really disrupt this Whedon right now. You can't probably hear, but I can.
I heard her.
Oh,
Kenzie, we're on chapter 9. Okay, I'm sorry work isn't going well. Alright, by the time I made it to the table, most of the crew was gone out on site. Only 2 of the Range Rovers remained. The peanuts were not to be seen. Just stop with that. Nor
peanuts
were.
will never be a thing. They will never be a thing. They're not a thing now. It will never be a quote catchphrase. Just admit that you and your team are annoying dipshits who are probably were the quirky kids at school.
Perhaps the Chinese government had something better to do after there was already a nuclear war and Israel just got fucking bombed with neurotoxin. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I forgot about that, honestly.
That actually happened, or is that like a book thing?
No, he was saying how, like, it was like 2 years earlier there had been like all-out nuclear war and Israel was just like wiped off the map because of bioweapons.
How to keep up with this book?
Alright, the peanuts were not to be seen, nor were Chan or Zhang. I ate my simple breakfast quietly with the support staff. Afters. Go fuck yourself. It's called Curse of the Dinosaurs, so why am I bored? Because it's just racist rambling so far. This book is just a big advertisement for Range Rovers and the book Raptor. If that really happened, we wouldn't be on stream. I would, because I'm immortal. So it was
I'm
written
not
by.
immortal.
You could be, I don't know. I don't know how dinos work like that.
I think we live like 60 years like a vulture.
Nice. This was written by a racist who somehow has a lower IQ than Norman Bhutan. Yeah. Alright. Afterwards, not afters. I went back to my tent and attempted to focus on my real job. Wow, what a concept! Documenting the lakeside digs. You're not hearing any racist Kenzie. Just wait. Just wait until any other character comes in.
It shall strike us when we least expect it, like a plague.
Documenting the lakeside digs. After 2 days, the information was already piling up. I finished my briefs to the respective colleges and institutes and uploaded the files by way of my Chinese network connection. The only link I had to the outside world that functioned. I contemplated uploading the encrypted file that I had constructed and downloading it into my desk computer. In my office
How do you
8000.
do, fellow kids?
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
computer.
no, Raptor, wait. In my desk computer. In my office 8,000 miles away. Oh, he's doing it. He's downloading it to his other computer that's 8,000 miles away. This guy is a badass.
That's why he has a compute. He's so cool. You see, he has a home computer and a computer in his other home.
Yes.
He beams himself to the future twice.
Hello, Iguana Boy. Yeah, no, that hasn't. That's the other story. I'd be doing the Southern debutante voice if that was going to happen. All right, in my office 8,000 miles away, but I hesitated. I did not want a record noting encrypted information leaving the dig site and arriving at my office, especially since you've already been tied up and interrogated by the Chinese once. Information that might be opened by the wrong people. So, I sat on it, pending the results of Scotty's findings. I should not have. We all make mistakes.
Mm.
Why was that italicized?
It was his thoughts. And his thoughts. Wait. The afternoon burned about 4 p.m. When Scotty and Addison popped into my tent. The kid was shaken. Scotty was pale. Pale as a Jamaican descendant could appear.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh dear. He's really going there. He going there. Because of course he would. Hey, hey guys, so...
It's like I said, man. It's the fucking dinosaurs, dude. The hole isn't a hole, man. It's a room. It's not a tomb, man. That hand in the back of the cave attaches to a skeleton, and the skeleton sure as hell has all the characteristics of a dinosaur, man. And I want you to see this. Give to him, Addison. Have we,
I think
chosen
in the
a
last
voice?
chapter... Yeah, but, or the voice, but I don't know. I don't know if he talked.
Yeah. Kenzie just says, oh, hello. There you go. Yeah, Mike says, there you go, Kenzie. It's racist time.
Oh, I think we like gave him like a voice for like a boxer, maybe.
Yeah,
I
oh
think
yeah,
that
I think so.
Edison took off the giant backpack he was carrying and began placing wrapped items on my bunk. Bits of what looked like beer bottles and bottle glass pounced about on the tight sheet.
Okay, wait, hold on. Manny Jamaican does not equal Scottish. I know, but it's been implied that Scotty is named such because he's Jamaican and Scottish. So we're still not really clear on it. So I'm picturing just like a Jamaican with a Scottish accent. Sorry, Raptor, I just had to specify that.
I'm not sorry. I enjoyed that more than reading the book. I had not slept on my cot for the past 2 days. The heavy load threatened to bust the food fabrics. The load must have weighed at least 100 kilos. I wondered how the kid had managed to carry that on his back. Dang.
And no, Raptor is not being facetious. It's its own paragraph. It just says "dang" with an exclamation point.
Ooh-wee mama. Imagine that's like another paragraph in there because fuck it.
Oh yeah, shit, Mike's right. I forgot Scotty got a rifle butt to the mouth, so I need to talk like I'm missing teeth and still bleeding from the mouth.
Scotty's in the future where healthcare is probably better than ever. He still has the bleeding mouth even after 2 days.
I mean, they're in the middle of the desert in China.
The supplies are still probably like advanced enough to fix that.
True. Alright, so who was Addison?
I think I want to say it was me because I'm American, but it could be you doing like Hulk Hogan.
Alright. Uh, Hulk Hogan. All I'm coming up with is Macho Man.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Trade in the jingle coin. The what?
Is that what we call currency?
The
Jingle coin.
The jingle coin?
Does this take place in Riverdale? Did the jingle jangle become the currency of the future?
No, the jingle coin is money that's specifically used to purchase jingle jangle from dealers.
So not only did they master drug trading, they became masters of cryptocurrency.
And fizzy bucks, which is specifically used to purchase fizzy rocks. Oh my god. This is spastic-futastic.
Addison.
I, I, I,
Addison,
I feel a
please go.
tumor growing in my brain just from saying that.
I now want Addison to die a horrible, horrible death because I hate that so much.
Okay, I have a better voice for this one. This is a vid kill! We're famous! Kill the bots!
So Addison's now just a fucking nerd.
Yeah. I mean, listen to him.
This Tastic-goo! I'm so excited-goo!
Spastic-futastic? What the fuck does that even...
What is the etymology behind that? Like,
I don't
what
know.
is spastic?
I don't know.
Is it meant to be like derived from spastic? Let me
Fast,
tell you, in the
spastic-futastic.
let me tell you, in it might be the future, but I'm pretty sure spastic still means the same thing it means like in the UK. So basically, he's basically saying this is as good as a disabled person.
Oh, goddamn you, Mike. Mike
What did he
said,
say?
jingle coin, jingle coin, jingle coin, rock. Shoot me. He also says, Misa called Addison Binks. Misa, you humble servant. Okay, from now on, I'm doing him as Jar Jar. Since the other guy was Boss Nass. A little more enthusiasm in game vernacular, and the kid would have bounced off the tent walls. Here's your evidence. Scotty was beaming.
I told you, dumbasses, to leave any of your findings there at the site. What the fuck, Scotty?
Scotty scoffed. Too bad, man. I couldn't wait. This stuff ain't no ordinary find. This is Roswell, man. This is Twilight Zone shit, man. Chariots of the gods, Godsmack.
Last time, Scotty, Roswell was not real. Shut the fuck up about those fucking aliens you keep telling me about. Those fucking documentaries on the History Channel will never be real. Please stop talking about them, Scotty.
Sitting atop my bed were 5 various-sized lumps. Towels wrapped around the unknown. I felt chilly, even in the 90-degree heat inside my tent. I carefully unpeeled the wrappings from around the first lump. There it was. What I'd seen earlier. It was turd number 2. Fused to the turd's surface was the 4-fingered hand. They were fossilized bones, no doubt. In this close, there was no doubt that they were not human, and big. Oh, have a good rest of your shift, Kay. And Iguana says, sorry, so goddamn boring, it makes me want to pass out, but I don't want to potentially miss the scene where dinosaurs actually show up and the world implodes. Yeah, oh, Cam sent Mike to unforgivable jail. Oh, and he got a Michael from K. When this guy says dinosaurs, does he just mean boomers? Is that what this is? Curse of the Boomers? That's very possible. K says, bye guys, have fun with this. Alright. The lengths of the digits were all wrong. There were too few metacarpal wrist bones, and their outlay was more like that of an alligator than any mammal I'd ever seen. The object was fused in a casement of both glass and sand. Then there was the turd. Only this one was not as desiccated as the first turd. What do you think, Leadman? Scotty's eyes sparkled. He was high on discovery.
Strongest drug ever.
This old guy is talking about the lumps/turds on his bed. The joke writes itself. Yeah.
Well, it looks like reptilian bones to me. Dare I say? I might say something saurian if we put it on the spot. That's another turd for sure. and in much better shape.
Scotty's eyes were half glazed, like a drug you on a mushroom trip. How?
He's high in discovery, Manny.
Check it.
Like, the drugs are really like some really powerful shit. Like after he had discovered the dinosaurs, he took a big joint of a discovery and smoked it, and now he is high.
There's, there's many dinosaurs in the story as there are eyebrows on the author's face. This is gonna be some creationist bullshit. Very possibly. Alright. Check it out. Take a looky. Tell me what you think this is.
As Scotty pointed, Addison reviewed a wrapped item. Reviewed a wrapped item number 2. The object was a large block of shadowy brown glass. Encased inside the glass, suspended centrally, was a large, metallic-like object. From the appearance, it looked like a handgun, but the pistol grip was all wrong, and the grip was far too big. The pistol-like object was surely made for no human hand. The hand holding the turd might have fit the item's grip.
Alright, who is this now?
I think it's still Scotty because of dinosaurs.
Alright. I dug this out near the skeleton's waist, and oh yes, the find is a full skeleton.
What? A full skeleton? I was phased.
A talking cat?
A feline catus who is capable of human speech? And speaking human languages?
Not only that, but the skeleton is a perfectly preserved specimen, and here's the kick in the head. The dino skeleton isn't fossilized below the waist. The complete skeleton is encased in glass. Like someone put in a vast amount from a factory blast furnace. Hold on.
Honest?
Oh, this is going right in the quotes. Oh. Yeah, everybody look at that spelling there. Blasphemous and fully encased the skeleton. The bones are burnt and charred. It appeared that the skeleton was encased alive, while the glass solidified. What a horrible death. It's like one of those creepy German art objects by that wacky doctor who immersed all those desiccated corpses in acrylic plastic. Yeah, the Buddha Museum, goddamn. Keeps bringing up Chariots of the Gods, so my money
I don't get
is
it.
on
Who is that?
It's like this guy, he made a museum where he took, like, corpses and, like, made sculptures out of them and encased them in plastic so they wouldn't, like, decay anymore.
Online is kind of fucked.
Yeah. Turns out the joint was laced with Gobi Desert sand and turd fragments. Kids are calling it Discovery. Oh, thank you, Ice-T. Oh no, Law and Order. It's gonna be fucking reptoid aliens. Probably. Still, boy, promised me debauchery and I've only gotten the tip. Glaucosaurus Rex. It's gotta be some Nazi dinosaur holocaust. It could be!
Many things are possible for this story.
Yeah, we really have no idea where this is going.
Which was a good thing at first, but now it's just a bad thing.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Look at this shit. That's a gun, man. It ain't for no hands that I know of, other than your Paul Bunyan. Shut up. Look at the size of that thing. What is that barrel size? 150 caliber? It's a goddamn cannon. What army on this earth makes a hand cannon for troops? A gun that a human soldier couldn't even hold onto with one hand. It's absolutely preposterous, man.
We don't know it's a gun. It could just be shaped like a gun. I don't see a hammer, and where is the trigger? It could be anything.
Fuck that, it's a gun. Now you're lying to yourself. Listen up, there's more, man. The room goes back a long way, and I excavated more of the glass inside the concrete. It is concrete, dude. Addison went to town on it. That's not what that means! And found a rust inside, which could only have been rebar steel. The stuff is just lumpy white dust for the most part. Like what would happen to concrete if you dug it up millions of years after you poured it in. We are certain, man.
Take a sip of my my Mountain Dew in the fancy mug because I am a degenerate. Go on, Scotty.
The room appears to be a perfect sphere. There's also to be a grillwork floor underneath the glass, and the next part is the best. We lit up the glass encased room with our brightest lights. Addison hauled out the big batteries and night lights. No easy task. Thank you, big brother. Sure, sir, it was easy. Addison lit up at the compliment. Scotty continued. Oh, god damn it. There's a door partially open at the back of the spherical cavern, like a hatch, a steel door. There's all sorts of equipment on the walls of the sphere, and the stuff is modern. Well, modern looking, common stuff. Stuff you would find running under any city or in any factory. Conduits, pipes, and lanes of cables, and all sort of shit. Suspended in time, frozen inside the glass. Here, check this out, man. Yeah, Cam said what I was thinking. Addison banged the dino corpse.
No wonder they're cursed.
I did not know if I was ready for any more mystery. Addison spoke up. He jumped up to unwrap the third object. Misa dug this out Misa self, because it was too heavy for Scotty.
The object was the largest wrapped object. Addison slowly revealed what was inside. The oblong, jagged, rectangular cube of glass revealed what was inside. No, it held bones. Bones! And they appeared to be half a person's arm bone. For inside the glass encasement were bones analogous to the radius and ulna of a human arm, but more robust and bigger in diameters than that of a gorilla. We paleontologists are trained to...
We paleontologist, the one.
Oh, we paleontologists, me, are trained to proportion specimens by the size of the fossils. Even the little bones can tell a paleontologist a lot about the size of and sometimes even the sex of a fossilized animal. Wow. With this specimen, since it was mostly intact, the proportions were fairly easy to distinguish. I've seen dinosaur bones come out of the ground, and many species were very large. This one was too. If I were to make a guess, I would say by the arm and forearm of this, by the hand and the forearm of this bone, that the specimen was easily twice as tall as a man. These bones belong to a giant. A giant?
Kenzie says never make that sound again.
Understandable.
Then again, I'll give you $5 if you do it once a stream.
No. Not worth it. These bones belong to a giant. A giant that, given the thickness of the bones and just the bone size and format and the muscles about those bones, a giant Saurischian that could have easily wielded the oversized gun-like thing. in the second block of glass. And there was one more. One additional feature that seemed out of place. Observation suggested that the glass in the case the specimen were arm bones. The forearm bones retracted up to all three ends of the arm bones was a circular metal wing. It was black, as if charred by intense heat, kind of, like the gun. But the shape was a shape that anyone would recognize. The metallic wing must have been a wristwatch. A wristwatch in a band that would seem overlarge even for the fabled Bigfoot.
What? You dig, Mom?
Yeah, I dig.
Scott. Okay, now it's just Scott. Unwrapped a smaller block. I knew
As he's
immediately.
Montgomery Scott.
I knew immediately that the object in the glass was. God. Though the object had been melted. The object was a pair of glasses, but glasses that fit no human face. They were strangely triangular. There were two temple arms, the frame part that hooked into human ears. These long rods ended in plugs, little balls, not earpieces that hooked onto human ears. Apparently, whoever wore these specs had no ears. The lenses were melted in the frames, and the eyepieces were at 45-degree angles and met in the middle on a large, broad bridge and nose piece. There was a good 15 decimeter gap between the lenses. The nose was the nose piece was a round oval of serrated metal, like the blade of a serrated kitchen knife. Yeah, we know what that means. Any human who put those on, if the glasses were proportioned to fit a human face, would have had their nose shredded to bits. What did the nose piece lock onto? Super thick skin, or hide, or perhaps scales. Dino specs, assuredly. Raptor.
Okay, sorry about that. I just had to talk to Grams.
Oh, no problem. How's Grams doing?
She's doing fine.
Good.
Addison unwrapped another small object, a glass fragment, about as big as a grapefruit. This I could not figure out as at first glance, but inside, the block was more melted metal. A bit of it stuck out of one side. It looked and felt like platinum. I am done playing 40 questions. What is it?
Not quite sure. This we pulled out next to the shoulder bones and ribs. I think it's a badge of sorts.
Badge? A badge? Yeah, it could be. Star-shaped, definitely emblematic. Serious thought went into the shape and design. If that's platinum, and it looks like it is, then this gem is a pricey piece.
It's melted, but you can discern some type of impression. I think it's writing of some sort.
I pulled up my trusty magnifying glass that I used to burn ants, and gave it a more formal inspection. The glass was a beer bottle brown. I use beer because I'm cool. So finding the right angle to inspect the contents was a bit difficult on the crusty, fractured surface. Could be. Those wavy lines and dots are all in a row. That's information. I think it says one wing to rule them all. And backside has those bumps, and I've seen on badges before. The kind that pin onto a uniform. The melted wavy piece of metal on back. The detached part might have been the pin.
Right, that's what I thought too.
So, this creature was a cop.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This line. I threw out a boner.
Uh, does he get turned on by a police brutality?
Possibly.
He probably looks like a fucking Von Clamor.
Yeah. Give me a sec here. I'm gonna do something since Raptor just gave me awesome stuff.
Snowbell's back.
Hello, Snowbell.
She's not in the room yet, but
Oh,
she wants to get in so she could see my stuff win.
understandable.
I don't know why she's like this. I'm good to her. I'm a fair and just ruler.
Indeed, you are. Uh, dun, 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 almost finished. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, clear, guys. I'm gonna go for a walk before it gets dark. Alright, Kens, have a good walk. I had to take a call for 15 minutes and then the dinosaurs show up. Fuck me. Alright, we chuckled. The evidence was just too bizarre. Scotty flung his dreads out of the way, clearing his face so I could read his expression. He knew something more than I did. I don't know for sure. Maybe an official? I have a suspicion? A decoration, perhaps? I don't have a sort of sapiens aesthetics.
No, Mr. Dreadlock you don't. Next.
Addison unwrapped item number 5. Another
Just
medium.
tell me, bitch.
Another medium-sized piece of glass.
Again, just tell me, bitch.
It's the neck bones for mid-neck. Look at the anterior surface.
In front of what we were suddenly a cervical vertebrae was a thin bone that looked like a little wishbone for me. Cookie. It was that big. It was broken in the middle, apparently naturally. Or naturally, because Scotty and Addison are fucking man children. Not fused as in a human. No, no fucking way.
I was flabbergasted. Yes, fucking way.
So, they spoke?
Scotty dead-eyed me. Damn straight. The only reason to have one of these bones is communication. Perhaps our hyoid is from the same genes as these.
Hyoid?
Hyoid? Hyoid? It's from the same genes as these fuckers. We are not the first. It's been around for a while. Scotty was talking about the hyoid bone. It's a bone found in most mammals, but prominent inside the neck in humans. This throat bone helps the tongue produce speech. The hyoid bone inside the glass was massive and had the classic horseshoe shape, indicating it was a sophisticated and evolved bone. That likely allowed the owner to create varied vocalizations, thus likely allowing speech and language. Not a certainty, but a distinct possibility. Unbelievable.
Thank you for the info, Mr. Science Man. I don't know what a hyoid point is because I'm very stupid, unlike you, and you're a fucking genius. Very cool.
That doesn't sound very scary. More like the wishbone from a 6-foot turkey. Thank you for that reference, Mike. Okay, Leadman. I saved the best for last. Scotty had also entered the tent bent over, with a pack on his back. He placed the pack on the overburned cot and unzipped the pack. The ball of glass inside rolled out onto my bedding. The mass was big and heavy, about 1.5 times the diameter of a regulation basketball. Okay, so he's making a, a basketball reference in relation
Yes,
to
because
the black-skinned man.
it's funny because it's racist. Fuck you, Von Kramer.
Hyoid, yeah, 'tis a throat bone. Oh, I know another throat bone, if you know what I'm saying. Haha.
Spine.
Yes, that. There are only a few shards of glass stuck to the larger surface that presented itself first, on the roll out of the pack. The object was metal, in a conforming structure. Addison remarked, Misa had time to on the way back in the rover. Misa chipped the glass off the back while Misa was driving. It'll be metal. It.
A helmet?
I cut Addison off. I knew what it was. A military helmet, undoubtedly. A giant military helmet for a giant military sort of sapien. I rolled the ball over carefully, so as not to cut myself on the razor-sharp shards. There, beneath the remaining glass, was the skull. The skull's face was horrifying, the mouth frozen open in a death scream, a mouth that held dozens of razor-sharp teeth. It was no human face. The face tucked inside the helmet was the nightmare I had been dreaming about last night. Now he has prophetic visions.
It's the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are coming, guys. They're gonna come and they're gonna take our V-Bucks and our moms and dads, and they're gonna sell them on the black market to get more V-Bucks, and they're gonna raid our servers and say bad words and make them crash. Oh my god, guys, they're gonna ruin everything. It's gonna be so scary. Oh my god.
Yep, we knew this day was coming, and it has. Good thing we planned for it. Oh,
Yep.
and this newest
Of course we have. Of course we have. I totally know what this plan is.
and according to this newest drawing, Addison has a giant mohawk.
And only Leadman is Warshak.
um, so, I mean, at least we're getting like some dino stuff, but this went from 0 to 100 real fast. Um, about 80% of the size of a normal watermelon. Okay, oh my god. Okay, now there's a sketch from Gabriel McIntosh. It's like got all these notes around it, like they were planning this, and it still turned out like shit. The only
Oh, it's
good,
where
the only good things were the drawings.
it was that part.
On the next page before chapter 10.
Is that like the one with a Mohawk guy in a war shack?
No, that's the other one.
Uh, oh, what the frick? I don't have it. I don't have that page on.
Don't worry,
What the frick? I've been
I
ripped off.
don't worry, I gotcha.
Yes, show me.
Uh, what do you guys in the chat think about this latest turn of events? So I, for one, think it's retarded. And I put a comment and the sketches going in the chat as well. Oy.
So what am I supposed to be looking at? What is going on here?
Like that's the sketch of Leadman going to a cave, I guess.
Why does Leadman look like like an alien creature with massive jaws?
What?
Why does he look like why does he look like some weird alien with giant jaws and dog and dino velociraptor feet?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Leadman, the guy right there, like the guy on the walks.
I don't see that at all.
That's what it looks like to me, to be honest. Why is there an eye there?
I don't know. What the hell did I miss? You missed them finding a dinosaur space cop. Honestly, my brain weighed this out or something. I cannot remember what just happened. So if I understand right, is what we're dealing with here. I feel like nothing happened for 6 hours and about 5 minutes. The inciting incident happened. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you did indeed predict the hybrid dinosaur humans. Uh, oh, my brain. My brain hurts so much. Alright, oh, we're not even an hour in. Okay. So, chapter 10, Hand It Over.
It's
Cataclysm,
over.
Cataclysm Event 7, August 20th, 2036.
Okay, who's this?
Uh,
Okay, just get somebody the dialogue I have. I'm guessing this first part's Scotty, next one's me.
alright. Hold still or I'll miss.
Hurry, just do it. Where the links? Where the links are finished at the wrist. I don't care if I get burned. Just be fucking careful. I have value on my fingers and my dinner's ready, so I'll be back. I'll be right back very quickly.
Okay, I have no idea what's happening. I spread my handcuff as wide as I could to give Scotty some working room. Scotty activated the weapon. They're trying to they're trying to cut handcuffs with the dino gun, but not taking but like for some reason he has to be wearing the handcuffs. Scotty activated the weapon. He push in, not pushed in, push in on the funny two-button triggers. Nothing happened. Cram! What could I expect? The beam projector was just slightly obsolete. About 56 million years to be more or less exact. We had been amazed the device had worked at all. What, so they just skipped over the fucking laser weapon working? Von Kramer, you just posted cringe. You are going to lose your hairline. Beretosaurus. Ankylosaurus. We finally reached actual plot progression after Raptor Jesus knows how long. Alisana shotgun. God damn. Alright, the powder's dead. Maybe it's broken. Scottish, welcome back. Scotty shoved the relic into my backpack. He pushed in the two other relics aside the massive beam projector. Okay, so yeah, Raptor, apparently they've tested and successfully activated like this laser weapon, but just skipped over that. Now they're trying it again and it's not working.
Well, of course it is. It's not working. It's probably like, what as fuck, and you just probably broken when you used it last.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, we're gonna skip over the actual exciting part, and you get this instead.
Well, they skip over that part. How unfortunate. And also, Fatso's here.
Hello, Fatso.
And he says hello back. Even though I can't hear you.
And I think this is you, where it says too heavy.
Too heavy. I can't fire AKs and carry a load. Here, they are yours. We get you out, or that's it.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Bullets flew over our heads. What the fuck is going on?
China. They found them. And now the bad Chinese people are coming to get their skeletons and revoke their V-Bucks privileges.
Apparently. Reinforcements would be here in minutes. Scotty picked up one of his two remaining AKs and fired several rounds in the direction of the oncoming troops. Our cover, the rover, was getting nailed. Again, you don't know what that means, clearly. Glass flew in all directions as the Chinese rounds fragmented the prissy English four-wheeler. Yanner stuck her head up and fired a few rounds from her new pistol, the gun no longer needed by the officer she had left face down in the dirt minutes earlier. She ducked.
And fires. Balked. They are dogs. The dogs carrying guns. That's like funny because he says balked. And with remaining intact windows in the rovers, rear hatch fragmented into sparkling clear pebblers. The night was interrupted by a loud report. The back of the rover exploded, knocking Liana loopy and she died. She managed to travel away, apparently unhurt by the blast. I lied, she's not dead. I wish she was. She was up and firing again, through the flames, the blaze reflecting off her eyes. Hot orange petrol spread across the desert land in the sand, sending volumes of thick dark smoke into the air, blacking out the stars. The round had hit the gas tank. The way the peanuts were firing their weapons, it may have been us that had lit up the rover's back end. We were not soldiers. We were quirky high school kids, and we were crappy shots. Escape was our main narrative. Look, Scotty, we don't have much time. Use anything.
I could not break the hard chrome molly chains. Like frickin' what, man? I had a tool store. Bullets whizzed past Scotty's head, knocking his hat off. Scotty dove for the
Not his hat.
No, not Scotty's hat. That was my favorite character. Scotty dove for the earth, rolled, came up with his hat. Yay!
Yay, Scotty's hat.
I screamed over the conflagration.
Get down, you fool! Shit, Scotty! You almost died for real! I need you, man! Think about you! Think you can make it to the rover? There's a dig site in front!
Fine. Got a fireproof suit? Replied Scotty, unfazed as usual. The rear end of the rover seared in flames, lighting up the entire camp. He saw the desperation in my eyes.
Fine. I'll give it a shot. Wait, is that maybe Scotty or Happy? No, Scotty or Leadman.
I think Scotty, because he's
Oh,
like,
never
fine,
mind.
I will go try and get it. Fine, I'll
Oh,
give it a
okay.
shot. Hobby, come to me. I'm out of ammo, said the spicy pizza. Well, throw a grenade at something. Keep him back or we'll be pinned here for sure.
Happy stood up and pitched a grenade like a major league player. That girl's got balls. Wait on. Wait on to.
At least you don't have to say big plump ass again.
It still unlocks secondhand embarrassment in me. A brief explosion rocks our world, followed by a scream. Someone on the other side had caught some. Hang on, I can't see the shrapnel. Scotty's word. Scotty words.
Yeah, Scotty words. Buy me some time, Habby. I can't shoot him free. The projector's dead. Here's a clip. Sky tossed Habby a full banana clip from his bulging dig vest. Habby reloaded in time to blow the scalp off a brave but foolish Chinese soldier who had decided to rush us from the left flank. His motionless body collapsed over the 55-gallon water drums that were leaking their precious contents into the dry night's earth. I was linked to the helicopter's landing gear by a heavy-duty chain and a wrist cuff. The only reason we were not dead was that, obviously, they had some reservations about destroying their only rides out of town. Bad decision on their part. None of the choppers would ever leave the ground without a visit by the mechanic. Helicopters are fragile pieces of equipment. One snipped to a hydraulic line and they were grounded. I hate helicopters. I mean, that's the case for any vehicle. I would never be caught dead in the pretend aircraft? What are you on about?
Pretend. And they still fly, right?
Yeah. Finally, the strong female character we need. Love, love, love it. Massive sarcasm. Alright, your turn.
Yana had done her job earlier. No one was going to chase us from down the air. Well, not straight away. Unfortunately, when not flying, the giant copter made a reasonable respectable dead weight. I was not going to drag it straight away either. The helicopter skin exploded above my head. I guess I was wrong. We were to be taken dead or alive at all cost. I lay on the ground as low as possible, hung by the handcuff, locked to the gear over my head. Roll round, spin into the bubble canopy. I was lacerated by sharp flying plastics. The Chinese troops were pushing closer. They would rush us, for sure. Scotty tried to get closer to the rover, which was being kicked apart by cold mechanical impacts. Yana stood again and took a shot. It was the last thing she ever did. Her head exploded. She fell forward and didn't move. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Yana, the totally important, not a one-note stereotype character has died. Oh no, guys! Oh no! This is a massive tragedy, guys. I'm so sad right now. Like
Oh
Yana,
no,
the three-dimensional character herself had died. Oh no!
no more racist Chinese talk. No,
What do you
what will
mean?
we do?
She was a very much a three-dimensional, complex character who did not submit to any offensive stereotypes about the Chinese or
Sucky
Asian women.
sucky, Raptor. Sucky sucky.
Okay, fine, I'm being sarcastic. With Bozo, like, like everyone possessed the spit for Yana.
I'm doing it. No,
I shall do my part too.
no. Oh! Scotty yelled, ripping his vocal cords. And I say it like that because it says N hyphen, then a bunch of O's.
It's like he doesn't know about like jack shit about Yanas. No,
Try.
jack shit about grammar. Right? Did I say Yana or grammar? I don't know. I don't care.
I can just see Von Kramer picturing this whole scene like a cool 80s action movie and imagine it being filmed for $5 with airsoft and looking like something that would wind up on Best of the Worst. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Oh no, rip Yenner. No more jerking off the tent pole. Now how will Von Clan insert racism into his story? Oh, he's still got Scotty and Habby. SS
And
for
Chan.
sucky sucky. Yep. Alright.
Still, Mike, how could you?
Scotty jumped up and emptied his machine gun in the direction of the camp. Bullets flew around him, but he was insensible. He threw down the empty AK and unshouldered his backup AK, which he emptied in the direction of the campsite also. After the gun was empty, he just stood there, screaming at the enemy line, hiding behind the... Okay, there should... I said that oddly because there was a hyphen where there shouldn't be. Screaming at the enemy line, hiding behind the motor pool on the other side of the burning wreck. Habby finally jumped forward and tackled him. I heard her say, "Let's go! She's gone, Sky. Do you think she wants you dead too? Come on, let's go. She gave her life for yours." She desperately tried to unglue him from his position.
He was crying. He looked over at me.
Damn you, bro. Damn you.
He threw his empty gun at my direction.
What's the point?
Do you want to live or not? I said. Go, Happy. Scotty. Save yourselves. Leave me.
Oh no, man. You're coming one way or another. This is your miss. You're gonna fix it if we survive.
Come on, Scotty. Let's run before... Oh, sorry.
Come on, Scotty. Let's run before they get us. I don't want to die here tonight. Grab the backpack.
Happy pulled on Scotty's sleeve. Scotty's eyes cleared for a second, and he grew a new resolve. He half crawled to my side.
You want to live? Scotty snarled at my face, just inches away.
Yes.
I said meekly.
I thought you were a macho man, Leadman. What the fuck?
Fine. You'll survive if you live through this. You'll survive if you live through... No shit! Scotty
Well, teach us what survive means. Like Scotty.
Scotty drew his Bowie knife and said, "Och, lean back and pull hard." Oh, here we go again. There was no choice. The voices in the background were rising in intensity. See, in the voices in the background, this is like a screenplay. Oh my god.
Hey, I think there's something interesting on the back of the book. Let me check. Yo, here it is. Your favorite irrelevant fuck. I don't like Von Grammar. He releases his most popular novel. No, it's not popular. Reflective of the upcoming feature film.
What?
He apparently wants us to make this into a movie, but let me tell you, Manny. I looked up this book just to find more information about this. I cannot find anything about this so-called upcoming film.
I
No
am
clips,
I am
no
honestly
news
disappointed.
articles.
I'm honestly disappointed about that.
Indeed, it would have been epic,
We would
but
have
Von Kramer, yeah.
we would just had to have like bought a copy and sent it to Red Letter Media. Be like, watch this now. Oh. All right. Uh, I could hear more footsteps running our way. Habby picked up the gun deposited by the soldier draped over the water barrels and fired it into the night. That slowed them down for a heartbeat. I leaned back and put my feet against the landing gear. With all my might, I pulled against the cuff circlet binding my wrist. Thankfully, my hand was already numb. Scotty placed the blade between my pinky and ring finger. He considered my eyes on and ground his teeth through barred lips. I nodded.
There was a moment of fire, and I was rolling backwards. I did not have time to cry. Scotty grabbed me by the bloody remains of my mutilated hand and drew me up into the air. All that he said was,
Run.
I had a moment to view my little finger and the huge flap of my hand that contained the several remains of my metatarsals and
Metatarsals.
metatarsals littering the dust next to the chopper tire. That and that blood trail I was leaving behind me. Through the unreal pain, I shouted to Happy, "Go start the ATVs."
The ATVs. Okay, wait, let me read some comments real quick. I know what he means by emptied, but I'm picturing the idiot throwing the bullets out one by one. The only prehistoric thing about this story is Kramer's view on other races. The case would be almost 90 years old in this timeline. That's sort of prehistoric. People live if they aren't dead. Yeah, exactly. You'll survive if you live through this. People die when they are killed. How much would Von Kramer have to pay you to make this a la the Teresa movie? Oh, it would be pricey. Imagine Von Klammer's movie based on this book would be similar to the 2005 film adaptation of A Sound of Thunder. Got clips on YouTube. You won't believe your eyes. Oh, God. Several remains about hands. Habby, go start the tank.
Chopper.
She up and split and bolted beyond the chopper. The Chinese firing started up again. An explosion rocked our world to the left of the mammoth whirlybird. Tail rotors and bits of aluminum skin landed at our stumbling feet. Someone on the other side had found a grenade or a grenade launcher. My quick look back showed the dark green shadow of a tailless helicopter. A new sound entered the cacophony, the sound of two stroke engines. Excuse me? Scotty literally threw me over the pile of camp garbage in front of us. I landed on my back and felt oddly shaped metal bite the skin of my shoulders and butt. I had landed on a thrumming little four-wheeler ATV. Habby helped me up and shoved me, ass first, into the runabout's little cargo cage. Quick, give me a hand!
We adjusted the foot pedal, and we were moving. I presented my broken hand.
No, you idiot, you other one. I'll hold it closed. My God, the blood. Do you want to bleed to death? There's no time to tourniquet now.
Somehow what she said registered through my glowing shock fizzing inside my head. I was reeling and half dazed.
Jet kids! They're coming! Go!
Scotty was on a matching yellow, knobby tired Suzuki ATV next to us. He sprayed us in a shower of dust as he raced off towards the blackening hills.
Dust spewed about us. We were continuously thrown into the air and battered as we went over hard to see rocks and divots. Looking to the rear, I could see bodies jumping over the garbage pile behind us through the cloud of growing dust. The bright flashes meant they were firing in our direction again. Soon our cloud of truck dust obscured the camp behind us, but I could still hear the gun reports challenging our lives. How Habby managed to steer while gripping my arm in a deathlock was beyond me. The little cycle jumped on the turf like a bucking bronco, and we almost endoed. Before we had picked up running speed, I tried to grab my dismembered hand. That's not what dismembered means. With my broken hand, but that function was useless. I did not know what hurt more, my broken right hand or the missing part at the end of my left arm. Both limbs were completely without employ. The bumps we hit nearly threw me from the little desert transport. If my legs had not twisted and lodged into the little carry cage I was wedged into, I'm sure I would have tumbled out onto the desert. Now what? Hobby screamed across the gap between the moving vehicles.
This is Scotty.
To the north, to the border. We'll lose them there. I've got a plan. There is something they don't know about yet.
What?
Just follow my directions.
Onward we trekked, over the dry desert sands, without a further word, buzzing furiously over the dusty hills and dales, heading away from the new source of all the world's troubles, China.
Raptor, do you see this picture of the helicopter?
Yes.
This fucking like MS Paint thing that Von Kramer made.
Oh, wait. Oh, hang on, I spoke too soon. Cause look, my book. Oh, you can't look busy, but my book does not have this. My book is missing a lot of things. What the fuck? I thought this was going to be the definitive version of the story, Von Kramer. What the fuck?
I'm gonna put this one on screen. This is just something else.
Okay, while you put it on, do you mind if I take a brief chicken break?
Not at all. Go right ahead. And the way he signed it, like he's so fucking proud of this, like a third grader who's proud of an art project they did. Oh my god. I cannot believe this. I shouldn't be shocked anymore. There, it is on screen for everyone to see.
I have a delay, so it's gonna take a little longer for me.
Found a grenade or a grenade launcher. What is this, Call of Duty now? How hasn't he just gone into shock yet? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Yep, it's coming. The story should be called The Sound of a Blunder. Oh god. Are you fucking kidding? I wish I was.
What am I looking at?
That's a helicopter picture that Von Kramer made himself.
The fucking sex looks like it's made in Comic Sans. Hang on, let me analyze it for a little bit. Okay, it's not Comic Sans, but it's Ariel, so it's just as bad.
Cameron says I could do better as a literal child, right? Oh my god.
I'm disappointed that freaking this physical release is missing out so many important details, like these pictures.
Yeah.
I just get the sketches and the advertisement for his fucking publishing group or thing. The fucking horrifying advertisement for that.
Oh. You know what the bad part is now?
What?
We have to start chapter 11 because chapter 10 took us 15 minutes.
At least these few chapters are short but horrible.
Yeah. Okay, and I went back and looked. Chapter 11, titled Shades, takes place 6 days later. So they're just doing time skips here.
So he was been in a coma for like 6 weeks then. No, 6 days.
Yeah. I'm not an aviation expert, but that thing looks like it would break apart on takeoff. Yeah, it really does.
Anyway, can I start this chapter with the slam poetry?
By all means.
I snap my fingers because tell me when you hear it. Can you do it?
I can't hear it.
What can you do? Like some snap fingers. Thank you. Storm clouds carried rain and lightning up. The sky was bright. Down. The ship tossed about on the ocean. Up. Back and forth in a sickening motion.
Bongo
Down.
Drum sounds, bongo drum sounds, bongo drum sounds.
White waves crashing against my skull. Up. And the sands stuck to my hair. Down. Lizards crawled about my skin, biting my face. Up. I could knock them off. Down. Because I had no hands. Up. Happy and Scotty waved goodbye. Down. They jumped over the railing and into the water. Up. There was nothing I could do to stop them. Down.
This is cello strumming. Boom, 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 boom.
The ship continued to walk side to side. Up. I was going to be sick. It stinks. What stinks? Little bum bum.
That is easily the most beautiful thing we've ever done. Alright,
Yes.
Then we have another one of our red ninja stars here. He was writing chops of an American 9th grader, the political beliefs of a 75-year-old, the art talents of a 10-year-old, and he looks like a 40-year-old. Snap, 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 snap. Lay it down, Raptor, tell it like it is. Holy shit, Sans? No! This cat got rhythm.
Talking cat has a rhythm.
I'm not gonna lie, I just pictured like Fatso wearing sunglasses, strumming cello.
Bro.
Alright. I opened my eyes upon bright brown hide, shattering my ears, a sound analogous to opening a haunted house door, but much louder. I'm sorry, what? A stink I had never before encountered pasted my tongue against my dry throat. The faded rank revived elder memories. I was a small child visiting the zoo on a hot summer afternoon. I was a chubby lady hiding in the bushes. The foul smell awoke other inner sensations. My gut was empty and vicious. Stomach and nostrils rebelled against the tart odors. The swinging and prodding shape I was draped over stumbled in its gait. It's a fucking camel, isn't it? I bounced hard upon my belly. I upchucked. I was riding on the back of a camel.
That's
Okay,
the desert,
wait,
but here's
let,
the thing.
let me try that again, though. I need to really capture Von Kramer's stupidity. I was riding on the back of a camel.
Here's the thing. It says it's a camel, but it could be likely it's a dinosaur in disguise, pretending to be a camel, or maybe it could be disguised as as a llama. So like I saw in some shitty book I read in the seventh grade about a kid who went a llama.
That's awesome.
No, it's not because the book was shit.
I need to read it. Raptor can't snap because he has claws. A haunted house store. A
I
haunted
mean,
house on
a
Hill
man can
House.
dream. A dino can dream.
Yes. This dude has like a stank fetish. He really does. He's gone mental. So he smelled the poo-poo. Von Clanmer be like, boo, haunted house. Looks like he's going camel by camel. Oh
I don't get the reference.
my god. I don't know, it just sounds like I should say, oh my god. Riding was
Animal by animal.
riding was the wrong term, actually. I had been loaded like a large rice sack. Of course, rice, because they're in China. Abdomen side down.
Chinese.
You just say on your stomach, you jackass. Between its dense, spongy humps. Your turn.
Okay. I continued to retch. I had never been a fan of the ocean, and since I was a child, I was chronically seasick. The beast side to side gate rolled as a ship upon vengeful seas. Since I was draped over the beast's spine, my first view was a pure crystalline back spray flying from the camel's feet. It was a light tan grain the beast strode upon. The fine sands made up sand dunes. I rolled my head forward towards the beast's head. Beyond the mat, a fluffy hair protruding from the mammal's forward hump stretched a line of heavy-laden camels, escorted by their huddlers. Men riding atop, some men walking aside their animals. A look real humped reviewed the same state of affairs, but faces and animal muzzles instead of whales and tails in turbans. The additional difference being a young Asian nomad looking at me. Without a word, he huddled me into a faux leather bag and a dirty strip of cloth. He ran forward, yelling something in a language I could not translate because I am racist. I noticed that there was a wet spot on his shoulder. I would have to apologize later.
Wait, did he just imply that he pissed on this guy?
He did the pee pee because pee pee funny. Pee 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 pee.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry for saying that.
Camel by Camel is the song from the Anka. Pardon me? Okay.
I regret asking that.
Ocean, Camel, same thing. Yeah, pretty much. Obviously, I was still in the desert and not dead. Damn it. Though how I ended up on the back of a camel was beyond me. As far as I could see, dunes, dunes, dunes. I still need to see that movie. Raging thirst consumed me. I twisted my head to the side, and using my broken hand, squared as much of the warm wetness into my mouth as could be squeezed. Phrasing. Fill, repeat. Fill, repeat. Oh my god. Finally, I could swallow no more. A light dribbling cough ensued. Whereafter I settled enough to ascertain my new position. Okay. So he just blew someone. I looked towards where the boy had traipsed. The boy had alerted an elder. The larger, fully wrapped adult was drawing closer by the second. Not that he was walking back towards me. He was simply standing calmly, waiting for my camel to approach him. Conservation of energy ruled out here. He did not look quite right. My natural sense of balance still functioned, if a bit rough. My stomach turned again.
I puked up the water I had swallowed back out onto the land. Too much or too soon. When I had was done retching, I found the adult was striding casually by my side. The stranger easily kept pace in the soft shifting sands. When I focused upon his countenance, I understood the black gash about his head. The nomad was peering a pair of wraparound Ray-Ban sunglasses, baby!
Yeah,
A
guys,
little out of
we got our first channel sponsor. We're doing ads for Ray-Bans now.
yes, a little out of place on a nomad deep in the desert. How do you feel, sir? Said the low-white nomad. Do you speak American English? I croaked.
Now, to be
Yes,
clear though,
sir.
Raptor added in English. It just says you speak American. He's doing it again.
That crazy Von grammar in his phrases, I'm in my way, gamers. Yes, sir. I need a doctor. Yes, you are very badly injured. Unfortunately, there is no doctor in our group. I apologize for this
Raptor,
inconvenience.
read it how it's written.
No.
Yes.
Can't you call a doctor? Can you call in a chopper? No, sir.
I have no.
I have no phone.
I know have phone. No help here.
No.
I have only medicine here. Try fix your hand. Cut is very, very bad. But cut and clean now. We put fire
No.
on end. No blood now. I think you not live so long.
Why? Why?
Because I could.
Can I just read this how it should be?
Yes.
Not the racist. No, sir. I have no phone here. There is no help you either. I only have the medicine here. I'll try to fix your hand. The cut is very, very bad. But I will clean it for you. We'll put it on our end. There's no blood now. I don't think you'll live for too long, I'm afraid. I'm gonna die? A wave of extreme anxiety.
Do not make promises you're not going to keep, book.
A wave of extreme anxiety overcame me. No. Before when we found you, I think we thought you were not gonna live for long. You're in very bad shape. You slept for 5 days. I see. Thank you. Do you have any morphine? I do, in fact, have morphine. I'll get it for you.
No, you should still say like the first part how it's written, because like, oh yes, I have morphine. Like, of course I do. Yes.
Oh yes. Yes, I have morphine. Of course I do. I'll get it for you.
That just made me think of, look, cocaine.
Look, cocaine.
With that, the high-tech nomad ran to the camel ahead of mine and grabbed a white bag from the side pack. Upon his return, he opened a little plastic box, produced a syringe, and jabbed it into my shoulder. Warm pleasure washed my aching brain. I smiled back at my savior.
Where did you learn American from?
Where did you learn American? American? Oh my god.
I went to a school in America. I received a degree at the UCLA. Is that like a real college?
Yeah. He
Okay.
smiled and shot me the universal peace sign. Well, this is an anime now. They're just throwing out peace signs randomly.
Because I think one can wrote this part while watching Dragon Ball.
Yeah, this guy kind of sounds like Master Roshi.
As the Roshi, but if he was like a racist Asian stereotype.
Yeah. Wait, did all the other characters die? Honestly, Iguana, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Cradling the balls, he has to know what he's doing. See, Cam, I don't think he does. I think he's that sexually repressed. I have no phone and I must scream. You go to Bangkok Palace. Warm pleasure, gross old man pleasure. Oh my god. Have fun with this line, Raptor.
I've never heard of a nomad scholarship before.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I need to take over this guy's voice. Huh? Oh. Ha ha, sorry. Many years not to speak English. My name, Takashi Endo. I work at NHK.
No! Oh 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 no! 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 Oh no! 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 You're not taking over this voice.
Yes,
I'm
I
still voicing
am.
him. I'm still voicing. And please don't make him racist. Please. Who? What?
Nippon Hoso Kyokai, NHK, Japanese Terebi. I am a journalist. Okay, I immediately hate this guy. What would make you voice him? I am not playing a journalist.
The Nippon Hosa Kyoki, a Japanese news agency. I'm a journalist there. I'm here to make a documentary about Mongolia. You call me a nomad? I work for Channel 12 Tokyo. You think you are okay calling me that? You were so close to dead when we saw you for the first time. How'd you get there?
Wait. Channel 12 Tokyo? What is he doing in the middle of the desert? I don't care if
He's
he's
making a
making
documentary on Mongol.
a Mongol documentary. Fuck off! How did you get there? And then this is his response.
Oh, very sorry about that. The people won't stop today.
You
They usually never stop. But stop this camel and I'll tell you.
Hey Griswold, where are you gonna put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. Also, yeah, like Mike said here, nomad isn't a slur, dude. Chill. Yeah, a nomad slur just means that you travel for, like, you don't settle down. You just travel from place to place. It's not a negative thing. Unless you're a gypsy.
I forgot what the context for that was.
What?
And the nomad thing for Mike's comment.
Oh, like he's like I've never heard of a nomad scholarship before. Like he's saying it like nomad's like a dirty word or something. And then was it Takashi's like, you say nomad? Please, I work. Yeah, this guy's name is Takashi Endo. He's like, you say no.
I think of the guy from Takashi's Castle and Takashi's Challenge.
Oh yeah, like you say nomad, but I work for Channel 12 Tokyo. It's like they're treating nomad like it's some horrible thing.
And because he's a racist, he probably thinks it's a slur.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, I'm very sorry about that. The people won't stop today. They usually don't stop until the day is finished. You were lucky we were able to stop and see you. They don't have many supplies, for they walk many, many miles into the desert. They will not stop. You will have no comfort if you just sit up. Yes, sir. Can you move? No.
There was no way that I was going to upright myself. My right hand was broken. I was weak as a child. Well, what else is new? The partial hand at the end of my left arm was not helping matters in the slightest.
I will help you.
With that, the spry young Japanese gentleman hopped up on my camel's back and grabbed me by the nap of my tunic. The nape. You jackass. Your tunic? What year is this? He jockeyed me into a sitting position. He finally settled me into a forward direction upon the saddle blanket, and then rewrapped me in my protective white sheet. The kind man did not interrogate me. Instead, he quietly fed me strips of dried flesh. To say jerky! Of dried flesh. And
Maybe it's
slowly.
not tricky at all. Maybe just takes in the same universe as Soylent Green.
I mean, that would still be jerky. It would just be human jerky. And slowly dripped water down my throat. I became ever so tired. Oh my god. Sounds like the fucking girl from Hey Arnold. The
Okay.
opiates. No, it's a girl, like, she's the new girl in school that Helga gets jealous of.
I don't
But
remember her.
but then it turns out, like, that her family's, like, she just lives with her dad and they're dirt poor. Uh, the opiates working in an empty body. I passed out again as the caravan made its way over the never-ending realm of dunes. Muffled voices brought me to consciousness again. Now it was night.
I'd move into the inside of the tent, inside a large, no, the inside of a large circular tent. The voice in the corner belonged to the Japanese reporter and one of the nomads. The Mongolian-looking gentleman sitting on the reporter's left wore reasonably nice wags, so I
Oh my
assumed he was the
god.
leader of the caravan.
Oh,
I
I hate
pitched,
Mongolians.
I pitched forward in about a coffin. Both turned their heads my way. The Japanese man still sitting in response. In Rapal's craft shuffled over the colorful carpet beneath our bottoms and aligned himself beside me. Putting he palmed his forehead gently, I guess. How are you feeling now?
I see,
Terrible.
like, right there, you didn't even have to change it because now he's speaking, like, perfect English. How are you now? Oh wait, but now the next one he just goes back to the broken English. What is going on?
I'm very sorry. You have not awoken for many hours. It's night now. The people are now sleeping. This man took. This man who took you. His name is Mr. Owen Zing. He's the man who says, "No, I will not leave you in the desert." He wants to ask you many questions. Can you answer them? Yes, I'll try.
The sun-blackened, wide-cheeked man, topped with the rough blood-red turban, spoke softly to the reporter.
He asked, "Who cut off your finger?" Oh, hang on. I didn't know I was answering next. Uh, my friend.
I looked at the wrap at the end of my left arm. Takashi re-spoke my answer to Mr. Shing, who made an unusual noise. Eh?
Oh?
Shing asked another sputtering question.
He says, "Why did your friend cut off your arm?" A friend shouldn't hurt a friend. Were you a thief?
Oh my god!
Uh, tell him my friend was saving my life and had no choice. And yes, I am a thief.
You should not be
But the
saying that
things,
to a guy like this!
but the things I have taken do not belong to the people who claim them. I am turning them over to the proper authorities. The world authorities.
In world authorities is capitalized, that's something official, apparently.
Is that just what the UN calls himself now?
It's what they'd like to think they are. His right hand was broken, and that was a problem because that's the hand he uses to pick up turds. The wind-burnt man in the turban leaned forward and turned his malformed You're. What? To the Japanese reporter, my new friend did us the honors. He became our go-between. The translation processes must have been trying, but Mr. Endo was calm and patient. I was beginning to feel that my life depended upon convincing this clan leader that my cause was justified. I knew I owed him my life. He wanted answers, so I was not going to lie. And I'm just going to say right now that he's like being semi-respectable about this Japanese guy because like Japanese, they make the cartoons that I like with the girls with the big titties.
Yes, that's very likely.
More like they're.
Like different upon.
Wait, Mike says more like they're go-between. God, go to pun jail, Mike. A friend shouldn't cut off a friend's arm. Obi-Wan begs to differ.
Uh, he calls you in his tongue. Some of that means dipshit thief. He says, what do you have in your bag, thief? Tell him I am not a thief, but a scientist. The things in my bag are very, very old treasures.
I just imagine Takeshi being like, "Oh, you better being called thief. He hates scientist." More twittering back and forth.
He says, scientist or not, you are ultimately still a thief. But you have stolen treasures from China, and from the China. No, you have stolen treasure from China and escaped the Chinese government. For, in in that case, you are a very brave man.
And you can share Mr. Shing's tent.
Okay, and you can share Mr. Jing's tent.
Mr. Shing smiled a four-toothed grin and made a slight bow. He laughed. Okay, no. Mr. Stereotype smiled a four-toothed grin and made a slight bow. He laughed.
How did you know? How did you know that I had taken them from the Chinese?
Well, I mean, you're in the middle of fucking China. He probably put two and two together, which he is capable of. Just because he's a nomad doesn't mean he doesn't understand math. You racist son of a bitch. Sorry.
Mr. Jing says he sees if we are true or not. How? Mr. Jing is not an educated man. He's not a Westerner, sir.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
but he has special eyes. He has special feelings. He sees other men simple, but he sees other men as simple but white. Plus, big, the big helicopter searching day and night on the horizon. They belong to both Russians and Chinese. See the big explosion last night? The Russians do not like the Chinese helicopters in Mongolia. There might be a war coming on the horizon.
Mike says he thought nomad meant no math. There's still Twitter in 2036. Cringe. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Oh, and so also I was right. He literally just put two and two together. He used common sense and observation.
Common sense, my boys. But, uh, yes, so tell him I am running away from the Chinese, and that the Chinese lay claim to these artifacts. Then a multinational paleontology party has discovered. Multinational, my fucking ass,
Yeah.
Mister.
Multinational, of which I am the only survivor, apparently. Not suspicious at all.
That the Chinese have murdered my friends. I have ran for my life.
Okay, so I guess he just confirmed they are all dead. Obviously, my
Oh,
statement was beyond his understanding. How? Mr. Endo was polite, but I could see my language was over his head. So I dumbed it down a bit. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Eventual, by using child English, Mr. Endo grasped the central ideas. You say that you had to use childish English for him, but you can't even. You didn't even put eventually. You said eventual. Mike says, also tell him I'm in the market for some spicy pizza. Mike, no!
This book's getting a big beating from me. It's okay to harm this book. It's cursed. I will tell him, but he will not understand. Maybe I will tell him you are a bone collector. You collect bones from the past. The Chinese try to steal your bones. Fine. Try to make him understand.
Cameron says, Rice Man no speak American good. I mean, that's basically what he's saying here. The two spoke at length.
Hang on, I need another chicken break because I'm so angry.
Okay. I discovered a water bottle near me and refreshed myself. The pain in my hands was beginning to come back. I didn't want to look underneath the bandages. Ah, what's in the box? Oh my god, this... See, I just realized Kenzie's not here for this part. She thinks we're lying to her about the racist stuff. The moment she leaves, it's like, boom, racism up the wazoo.
You know what? Good. Let her keep her innocence. Let her not know about this curse. This horrible, horrible curse that has plagued our lives.
Yeah, take your time, because it looks like the rest of the chapter is just a lot more of you talking to yourself. But we're almost done.
I just need one more piece of the chicken, and then I'll take over.
Chicken, ooh ha ha. I don't want some chicken now. Raptor, please mail me some chicken, because it sounds tasty. How long till Von Kramer drops the N-bomb? Oh, I'm waiting for it. I've been waiting for that since, like, we finished chapter 1.
Almost done?
Ain't
done. I'm waiting to read more. Anyway. Oh, here comes Snowbell again.
Hello again, Snowbell.
Oh yeah. What do we leave off again?
I try best.
I tried my best, but he doesn't understand why you collect old bones, why they're so why they are valuable, or are worth so much money. Why do these bones have you? Why would? Okay.
Why did you lose your hand over these bones?
No, let me rephrase. Try to think of a good way to rephrase that. Why have you lost your hand for these bones? He thinks you are hiding something. He says, excuse my language, but kusu. If you don't know, that means shit in Japan. What do you keep in the bag? Does not look like bones. He says you look like a smart man. No, hang on. He says you're either a smart man like him, or you're dumb like a camel.
Okay, I like that.
He thinks a man who lost his hand and fight the Chinese is brave. He thinks you are a good person to listen to. He listens to you now. He wants to know how much money he has. So sorry. Kusu, your Akutsu, your artifact, how much can he sell it? Sell? Sell? Sir, do not raise your voice, please. There is no anger here. Mr. Jing, Mr. Jing leaves you here. Maybe under the sand. Maybe I lie beside you. Please, just say yes. Now it's his treasure. He says you cost more and supply. I'm just gonna bother anymore. He said you cost more time and supply. He gives you. I'm being corrupted as we speak.
A perusing of the tent revealed that indeed being left behind dead or alive was a possible outcome. This man was a descendant of the largest empire the world had ever submitted to, the Khan dynasty. Traditional weaponry was mounted on the thin wooden poles that propped up the tent's perimeter. The armaments were clean and recently polished, and so I suspected they were used for their original purposes. This was not Main Street, USA.
Sir, if you have a story, then please tell so. I will try my best to translate it. I will say clear words to Mr. Jing. He can help you or hurt us. You must entertain him, so to speak.
Entertain? Holy fuck, I should have been in
Holy F word.
I should have been in a hospital. I suppose I had no choice. Mr. Endo clasped my shoulder and gave me a universal gesture of strength. What? Mr. Zheng was a closed book. I could read nothing from his expression. I only noticed that our master had not shifted his position and stared deeply into my eyes.
Mr. Jing wants to know the story about how you lost your hand.
What Mr. Zheng wanted, Mr. Zheng got. Fine. At least in this place I could tell the truth. I searched my muddled mind and tried to recall the days before I found myself on the back of a camel. Where had I left my pinky and part of my hand? It seemed so surreal. The thoughts in my head appeared as soft dreams, but I knew they were real. I began my tale. My mouth moved and Mr. Endo translated, but it seemed that what I recalled was not my record. Excuse me? Some other person's story. A TV show I had watched. A sad story of another individual entirely. In gesticulation of privacy or shame, Mr. Yurhan Jing blinked hard and looked away as the tears began rolling down my face.
Baby. baby. You fucking cry, what a baby. I fucking hate you so much.
Okay, and then there's a picture of a Mongolian tent.
And for me, there's pictures of the dinosaur man. Are they gonna show up? I fucking hope so.
But, okay, that was that chapter. Thank you, Mike, for sending me 5 turkey legs there. Doesn't understand why you collect these bones, Leadman explains Soro Sapiens. Takeshi binds to the clan leader that Leadman puts the bones up his bum. Clan leader nods wisely. It's like, oh, he understood that? I just told him you stick them up your ass. Why would you do that? Because I'm convinced it's true. Oh, well. Oh, that was certainly a good 3 chapters.
Yes.
But at least we have some hints of dinosaurs coming up.
I hope so. I really hope so this time.
Leadman, are you some kind of weird sex pervert? Oh, yes, he is.
He is. That's not even a joke. It is. He is some kind of sex pervert at the end of the day.
I I don't know what to say. I mean, apparently Habby and Scotty are dead. Yanner's definitely dead because somehow her head exploded.
Got shot in the head.
That doesn't make your head explode unless you're using explosive rounds.
I don't think like explode, like, I guess torn to bits, I think this is the right word for that.
I
Because of the amount of
guess.
force in the gun.
My point is, though, Von Kramer clearly does not have very good firearms knowledge.
Indeed, he does not. You know, if I, one of those guys was like, I love guns so much, look at my gun collection. It's so fucking badass, man. I'm a badass man. Look at my water pistols. They're so fucking badass, man. Badass.
Her head was hollow. It popped like a balloon. Yeah, apparently. Um, I still can't get over this goddamn helicopter picture. Mommy, look what I did.
Hey, Linda, look at my badass drawing of a helicopter for my badass dinosaur story, baby. I am leaving you.
No.
Think about Kramer's gonna be one of those deadbeat dads who names their child after a fictional character. How are you doing today, Casca? I hate you very honest by being father. Why have you why have you cursed my existence with that foul name? I'll hate you forever. Fuck you.
But for something positive, yeah, let's check out these awesome little avatars that Raptor has made for us in the corner of the screen there. See that thing land and snap into three pieces. So
I preview.
I'm just
I saw
trying
that
to
with my own two eyes.
I'm just trying to pad this out until we hit 2 hours exactly.
If we want to pad out, we could read some Marvel. If I won't be able to put any images on the screen, but it'll still be some funness because it'd be a weird story.
I mean, we have like 3 minutes to go.
Okay.
Von Kramer be like, "How are you doing today, my son Adolf?" God damn it. Um, go for 420. What?
I get it because that's the funny sex, no, the funny weed number.
Yeah, what's that
Very
got to do
funny
with what's
joke.
going on right now?
Because it's funny. It's late funny.
Sing another song backwards. I would need the lyrics for that, and I'd need to come up with a song. I'm not doing that right now. Give me money if you want me to sing. I'm demanding it this time. No more freebies. Uh, well, 4 hours 20 minutes. God, fuck you guys. I'm 4 hours and 20 minutes. Although I guess that would be good practice for the eventual 24-hour stream.
Would be a very epic stream. Very epic indeed.
Read the recipe for the chicken. Yeah, what kind of chicken did you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't like anything too special. Just it was just some microwave with chicken tenders.
Nice. Fun fact, I asked a streamer to do that once. He aimed for it and wound up going on for 8 since he got stuck on that level. It'll be more exciting than anything Leadman wrote. Yeah, that's true. Alright, but yeah, we can call it now. So that was more of Curse of the Dinosaurs. Hooray.
Yeah, I wanna die.
Um, But I'll be back tomorrow with Kay to read more House on Haunted Hill, or Haunting of Hill House, whichever one it is. Um, and then Raptor and I will be back Wednesday with Kenzie for more of uh, Junji Ito and Gotham High. So, anyone watching in the future, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Same bean time, same bean channel.
Webtoon Mania out, y'all.